Did you hear that they're finally doing the Snyder Cut? Like, Josh Whedon, like, finished filming Justice League for Zack Snyder after, like, tragedy that happened in his family. So then that's why people were so pissed off about the movie.
Oh, it wasn't the, like, excessive use of slow motion for kicking over apples or anything like that? That wasn't the problem. It was the problem they switched directors.
It was
family issues.
It was the problem that they switched directors. So apparently, Josh Whedon's version wasn't Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder said it was like 1/4 of the movie that was actually his in that Justice League film that came out in 2017. So like after 3 years, 4 years, people have been begging for the Zack Snyder cut. People have been just like clamoring for, oh, we want the Zack Snyder cut. They finally are coming out with it. So now HBO Max will debut the project in 2021, and it's probably going to be a 4-hour movie, or it'll be like a 6-episode movie style chapters. So as like TV, and then they're getting back most of the cast to finish like dialogue and all that shit for the movie. So like, yeah, so Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, and then what was it? The budget, I think they said it was gonna be between like 20 and 30 million to finish post production on it, get a crew to score it, cut it, and finish the visual effects for it. So they're actually like going like full on releasing this thing.
Am I still gonna have to pay like the normal price of a movie to watch it?
No, it's gonna be on HBO Max. So I can give you my HBO account. So
HBO, like, why?
What do you mean?
What does HBO even stand for?
Home box office.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Well, the whole thing was
not starting to make sense.
So the whole thing was that we were supposed to be getting a Dark Side. We were supposed to be getting Dark Side.
Dark Side.
Yes. So we'll actually be seeing Dark Side come next year in the full version. So
Steppenwolf's like, oh, my master, and then Darkseid just shows up. What a bitch!
I don't know what was supposed to happen. He was supposed to like come at like, so what was supposed to happen was we were supposed to get the Green Lantern. We got an aspect of the Green Lantern Corps, but we're supposed to be getting a Green Lantern.
Flashback, yeah.
Yeah, in the flashback. So we're supposed to be getting a Green Lantern. Martian Manhunter was which was supposed to be in it. They actually had a storyboard for what it was.
Give me a motherfucking John Jones.
Well, John Jones was originally always supposed to be in it. He was supposed to be the lieutenant.
Yeah, and then there's like big twist at the end. He's really Martian Manhunter. Yeah.
So then
that guy looks exactly like I expect to be a human Martian Manhunter. Yeah, that looks good.
So it's like different aspects to what the movie is, and I think they even said it was supposed to be a lot darker too.
No Kite Man, 0 out of 5 stars.
Good.
Oh yeah, we're finally gonna get fucking Superman in his black suit.
Oh yes.
So yeah,
Henry Cavill looks so good in black.
Yeah, and then also the great thing is, there's not gonna be the whole mustache issue too. We're not gonna. We're actually gonna have a good fucking Superman face. It's not gonna be a stupid fucking CGI mustache, which I'm like, oh, I'm so happy about. That's so awesome. Thank God that we don't have to look at that upper lip. Jesus Christ.
Just constantly quivering due to CGI.
Oh my God, that was the worst CGI I've ever fucking seen. This version contains more backstories for the new characters, Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, including more of their side characters like Iris West.
Because we have no idea who those people are at all. We definitely need more backstory on them.
Victor Stone's mom, Volko, and more.
Why? What does Victor Stone's mom have to do with literally anything in his origin or his backstory? I'm pretty sure in his backstory, his mother was never even known. It was just like, football player, exploded. He was in fact born. He was in fact born, yes. Football player, exploded, dad, reconstruction, and then goes hangs out with a bunch of teenagers. That's what I know of Cyborg. That's all you need to know. Where the fuck is... Unless you're trying to do some crazy shit where his mother's like Vixen and she's been living in the fucking jungle for 20 years or some shit, then maybe, it's like, oh, you're introducing more characters, why not? But like, why the fuck? Like, do I need to see this guy get his fuck on to know Cyborg has issues?
It'll be interesting what we actually see. For a fucking possibly 6 hour fucking movie, Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, I got time. You streaming that shit, John?
I'll stream it, yeah, so 2021, dude. 6 hours or 4 hour, depending on which version they end up doing. But fuck it, for...
Probably the version that doesn't suck, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. But... I'm excited. I guess I'm excited, you know what? People that were just like... fucking clamoring for this fucking thing were like, oh, we need this. Zack Snyder never got justice for his movie. God. Zack Snyder Justice League. Only on HBO Max 2021. God.
I like how Zack Snyder's name needs
so
to be
massive.
bigger than the Justice League.
It's the funniest fucking thing. I can't believe it.
So if they're doing a reshoot, does that mean that they're getting someone different than the guy who played the Flash, considering he beats women now?
So that's the thing. So that they're not reshooting any of the scenes that they had from the Zack Snyder cut. They're just adding the special effects and the additional dialogues that they would have in the movie. So nothing is going back. They're not going into into filming again with Ben Affleck playing Batman again. He's gonna lend his voice to do like whatever like voiceover he has to do for whatever scene that they end up like having to change. Like just say you're watching him from behind while he's talking to Superman, and you're hearing him talk, but they're gonna change whatever dialogue that they don't seem which is fit. So yeah, so
yeah, it's like the regular dialogue, and then they show like a reaction of like Aquaman. Meanwhile, Batman's like, "You a bitch ass!" Like, oh, more gut to the fucking sandwich that we wanted. Of Batman being a little bitch and Superman just being crazy for half the movie. Not even half the movie. They resurrect him, and then 5 minutes later, he's in a cornfield giving it to Lois. So I don't know. Additional dialogue does not really like entice me. Oh my god, is that Batman beating up someone?
Yeah. Apparently, he's like, "That's my Batman." And then apparently Superman is black. I wanted bearded Superman. I want to see fucking Superman with a beard and fucking long ass hair, but that's our
raggedy long hair. Yeah, like this is a Superman that's seen some shit. Like if you offered him a beer, he'd drink it because he knows shit goes down and you need a beer.
This is the one that people were like wanting, like that Superman. Yeah, I want that. I want that Superman. I want that fucking Superman that like has been like that died and then has come back. So Zack Snyder tweeted, "Not sure how they killed Steppenwolf in the theatrical version of Justice League. It was never finished all the way, but I used gods to kill gods."
I used the god to destroy the god.
So I guess it's not little pussy gods, not pussy fucking. What was it? The stupid parademons to kill fucking Steppenwolf. Now, if you tell me this, if you tell me like at like the very end of the movie, Steppenwolf is fucking dead, and then we get like a quick thing of like Darkseid appearing, and then it's just like a whole like maybe like 30 minutes of them fighting Darkseid. Like, did you ever watch Justice League War, the animated movie?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Like the Green Lantern's like, "Don't worry, guys, I got this," and then he gets his ass whooped immediately. Yeah. It's like the funniest shit ever. I've seen it, yeah.
So, like, if we got, like, something like that where it was, like, a little bit, like, longer fight if you want to, and then you introduce Darkseid more into, like... Well, they could have introduced Darkseid more into the fucking movie, because you know that will never happen. We're never gonna get this Ben Affleck Batman again and this whole team up.
Yeah. It happens.
Oh, I forgot.
Copy image. This is what we could have gotten if shit went right. You know what I mean? This is what we could have had right here.
Oh, that'd been awesome.
Right, the costume, just the look of it, and you're like, that's gonna be a good movie and shit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I like the costumes. Batman's costume for me still like, I don't know, I just don't like that version of Batman. Ben Affleck, like I said, great Bruce Wayne, but when it came to Batman, didn't like it. Didn't like the giant fucking bat on his chest. That looks fucking stupid. Superman and like Wonder Woman look the best to me, and obviously like I feel like really fit their roles. But like I like these outfits in the picture I put up. Yeah, it's like that. Well, we could have gone something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's so much stuff we could have gone, but hopefully this fucking 4 or 6 hours, whatever we end up getting, might be as good as we'll get. Hopefully. Love how like Warner Brothers for years and years and years have said there's no such thing as a Snyder Cut. What are you guys talking about? What happened to the movie? We only shot halfway through and then we brought Josh Whedon. There's no such thing. What are you guys talking about? There's no such thing. I think you guys are lying to yourselves. It's like,
It's a lie.
it's like, if the director's coming out saying that there's a Snyder Cut and he even posts the film reels of there being a Snyder Cut, then why the fuck you just say that, yes, we're not planning on doing a Snyder Cut, so don't worry about it, guys. It's just like, this whole hullabaloo of things just, honestly, like, made people just, like, want this thing even more, and hey, guess what? They finally get it. Jesus Christ, after so long. It's like, since 2017.
Oh, 3 years ago. Has it been so long?
Yeah, it's been so long. People were buying fucking billboard signs. Do you believe the Snyder Cut's still real? I'm not even joking. There was actually somebody that bought an ad in New York City.
What kind of like fucking lockdown boxes are these and shit? Is it real? Does it exist? Of course it does.
Of course it does. What are you talking about? Just like these people really, really, really overdid it.
In my cut, Superman stayed dead, but a clone of his that aged acceleratedly came and took his place. You know, there was a lot of crazy shit. Oh my god, did someone buy bench space?
Oh yeah, I'm not even joking, dude. People were actually adamant about this fucking thing.
Hashtag release the Snyder Cut.
I'm not joking. Like, people like actually spent hard-earned money that they worked for a release of Snyder Cut.
I have a cut. It's done. Oh god.
It's like, Jesus. And I remember fucking there was like maybe like 10 or 20 people that like actually went to the head of Warner Brothers, like the Warner Brothers Studios, and like just dressed up and stood out there like, yeah, we're gonna rally and we're gonna get all of the DC fans who've been waiting for the Snyder Cut. And literally like 20 people showed up. They were like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
oh my god,
like half of them are in costume.
Dude,
only half of them care enough.
They actually bought an ad for a soccer game too. What the fuck? People really were hardcore for this shit.
Oh my god. Jack released a Snyder.
Dude, what the fuck? It's like, even I love even that Warner Brothers even played in on it too with the previous Harley Quinn fucking TV show.
Yeah, released a Snyder Cut. Yeah.
Oh god. Next
The
thing,
Last Jedi is not canon.
watch, next thing that we're gonna get is just be like, okay guys, we want to come out and we want to make an announcement that The Last Jedi is not canon. We're gonna redo The Last Jedi, so don't worry.
Oh my god, DC acquires the right to Star Wars. Imagine, what a world.
Oh my god.
Disney's like, we just can't do anything else with it. Just sell to DC. That'd be a world. I'd actually like to see that type of movie. A DC made fucking Star Wars movie. It'd be so weird. So
Just
dark.
too dark. All about that hope, no longer hope, bitch. It's all just darkness.
It's all
You
about
start growing
despair.
bat ears.
Oh my goodness. And I just love how all like the actors even came out. Like, I forgot what it was. Like, release a Snyder Cut Day, which was like a few months ago. All the actors got on like Twitter and just started saying, release the Snyder Cut. And then Jason Momoa was like, don't be pussies, release the Snyder Cut, Warner Brothers. So like every single one of them were just saying release it.
That's great.
Oh my, okay. Oh god, dude. People finally got their wishes after 3 years.
I guarantee this shit's not even like officially made. It's all fans. The fans and Zack Snyder got together just to finish the shit.
It's just a whole bunch of fans dressed up in their costumes.
Just to fill in the blanks.
Oh god. But my thing is, okay. Let me play devil's advocate, okay. So if this movie ends up being the best version of it, and people are actually like, holy shit, why didn't this get released? And people are like, we want these characters back. Then what do you do? What is then the end goal, like, for people that are like, so what happens after this? You release the Snyder Cut. We have the woman beater, and we have Ben Affleck that's no longer Batman. Do we just say, fuck it, and we just do the Justice League Part 2? That's like a different universe of like canon, and then
I feel like the only thing you can do right now to like fix your universe if you want to keep it going is some kind of Flashpoint paradox where shit doesn't, or like some kind of infinite Earth type of shit where like you replace the characters that no longer are there, like the Flash and the other guy, but you keep people like Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa as like.
Actually, holy shit! This is an actual genius plan that Warner Brothers just set themselves up for. I think this is actually as smart as with you saying the Flashpoint paradox. They might actually end up just telling them, fuck it, let's just do the Flashpoint paradox in this Justice League movie and just retconning all the actors. I mean, like...
Exactly,
yes.
Like, maybe, or like, you know, a type of Flashpoint paradox, instead of like where he's going back and changing something and it ripples, like, he has to go back and like maybe like stop a certain point in time and shit, and then leaves that time in that universe to like be exploded, bringing the new characters into like the universe that they already established and shit, and having like you know, like sacrifices made or like retcons made. But there's shit you can do to get around it for sure. It's just like, are they going to, you know, do they have the mental goal just to be like, fuck it, let's just make good movies, keep the characters we want, kill all the rest, or like bring new ones in, you know, like Robert Pattinson, he could be from universe 862.
So what they can end up doing is they could retcon,
like have every bad movie be in a different universe.
Don't even worry about
Suicide Squad, no, that was a different universe. That was a different universe.
This Justice League literally wipes out everything. You wipe out not only Ben Affleck, you wipe out Ezra Miller, you wipe out, if you don't want to bring back Will Smith or any of that, or part of the cast for Suicide Squad, you can wipe them out. You wipe out Ezra, you can wipe out Ezra Miller, and they have the option. Do we want to wipe out Superman and just have a different Superman come whatever we do else? It's like, and then you leave Wonder Woman, because first off, we could possibly do a post Wonder Woman and a post Aquaman wouldn't work because then he's like right after Justice League. They're definitely in a pickle to see how they can wipe out everything with it still feeling very being
natural.
Natural, being in the continuity of things if they end up changing it. But I think it's the best bet that you just wipe out everything and just say, hey, fuck, we're doing Flashpoint in this movie. You do a quick, instead of the fucking post-credit scene, which was the Flash and Superman racing at the end, you do...
Maybe that's what causes the Flashpoint paradox, that rift of both these super beings going super fast.
You can do that, or you can do that fucking... something in this new version of the Justice League movie that we end up seeing causes Barry Allen to want to go and save his mother. So then you just go do that, Flashpoint, and then we have a new Flash. We don't have to worry about Ezra Miller because Ezra Miller is no longer with it. Ben Affleck is no longer with it. We don't have to worry about the bad movies that have happened. Now we have movies, good movies that are actually happening with Birds of Prey, with Shazam, Aquaman, Wonder Woman. Yeah. It's like you're in a good position right now. You don't have to, and this is actually a great idea. You could retcon your Jared Leto Joker. We can introduce a new Joker. There's so many possibilities. This is actually might be the smartest thing that Warner Brothers can do. You can actually make your continuity at least somewhat cohesive. It's not going to be fully cohesive because there's going to be still a lot of unexplained answers. Well, so how does this fit? How does this movie fit with it? You could just be like, well, fuck you. Don't worry about that. We got rid of...
You ever read comics guy? Does it always fit?
Just be happy that we got rid of Jared Leto for you. So just shut the fuck up.
Be happy we retcon Jared Leto.
Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. We're giving you a whole new cast. So shut the fuck up. It's like, oh, okay. Just like a sad person. So this is actually a smart idea, so I wouldn't be surprised if they just say, well, we're doing Flashpoint in this piece. Or, actually, you know what would be actually a smart idea? Darkseid comes in at the very last minute, starts beating the hell out of all the Justice Leagues. He kills them. Fucking...
Just have him kill Jared Leto. Darkseid comes to Earth and just immediately kills Jared Leto, and then...
No, but he has Darkseid ends up killing Superman again. He kills Batman, he kills Wonder Woman. Flash is freaking the fuck out. He runs super duper fast, causing the fucking Flashpoint to happen. So basically, causing it to be like, oh, well, we have a new continuity. There you go. So, you at least deal with that, so... Darkseid is this bad guy that literally destroyed your previous Justice League. Fuck it. But then my thing is, like, what do you do with Aquaman, since he does reference Steppenwolf?
I mean, you do nothing with it. A reference is a reference. Steppenwolf probably exists in every universe.
That is true.
And the events of this universe could happen in other universes with slight changes. Like that one battle where it's like you said, Darkseid came down at the end afterwards.
Yeah.
And, like, killed them and stuff, you know what I mean?
So yeah,
just because these characters are playing the same characters just in a different universe doesn't mean events and references still can't happen and shit. Yeah. Especially if you want it where like you're bringing over characters from another universe, quote unquote, bringing the characters we already know into another universe. It's like doesn't matter, you know. References are still references. It still happened canon to us, you know. But you know, I mean, if you're like watching like The Dark Knight, Christian Bale, or whatever, and you're not thinking of Adam West Batman at any point in that, then you know it's like you're fuck you. You know, I mean, it's like you gotta appreciate all incarnations and all references, even if they don't happen. You know, that's sometimes what makes shit so fucking funny. That's why like some of the shit in the Harley Quinn show is so funny and stuff because they're referencing other universes and shit like that. And obviously, it's a cartoon; it's a little more meta and shit. But, like, you know, like, no one said DC was ever subtle, so it's like, why, you know, don't care about subtlety anymore. It's like, shit's blown wide open. Zack Snyder's out here making movies that already came out 3 years ago, so it's like, anything's possible, just keep going with it, you know? It's like, the worst case scenario, people still watch your movies, they just think they're bad. But, like, then you're known for a series of bad movies and that can also be a good thing, because people are like, oh, these shits are bad, I have to go see them now and see how bad they are, you know? It's like infamy, and it's like, you're being famous for something bad, but, like, that could be a good thing, because, like, bad movies eventually turn into good movies or cult classics, you know? Star Wars is a great example of that.
But, you know what? I honestly hope they end up just doing it. You know what? It'll fix this whole disaster of a messy universe. So, you get yourself out of the hole that you dug yourself into with the fucking 3 or 4 movies that you ended up fucking shitting the bed in. And then you're like, yeah, don't worry about those. Those are the dumpster fires. Let's just worry about the new things. Hopefully they don't
count. Those don't count.
Yeah, just those don't count. And then you have your new Batman. You have Robert Pattinson as your new Batman. They make a reference to Batman and the Suicide Squad, but like you said, those things have been around, so you don't need to like worry about that because Birds of Prey doesn't like bash you over the head. Well, this is the story of what happened in the previous movie, like Suicide Squad. It just goes straight into it. So
yeah, exactly. Harley's like living in an apartment above like a Chinese place. You know what I mean? It's just like, you know, it's like if shit really did happen, like it did in Suicide Squad or whatever, and like, she would either be in jail or like be constantly on the run. You know, no one just lives in an apartment. You know?
And you know what? They don't.
It's goofy, and that's the point. It's like it's meta. You know, it's like, oh well, why? And it's just like because that's how it is.
And then the smart thing was not showing the Joker. You showed his backside. So there you go. You have your new Joker. You recast him. Because you didn't show the Jared Leto version in Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, so then you just start recasting someone new. So then you don't have to worry about having Jared Leto popping up later.
Oh, so, God, let's hope not.
And then, like, you don't have to worry about Wonder Woman because they might end up doing Wonder Woman in the 90s or the early 2000s for Wonder Woman.
Literally any time period in the last 2,000 years she's been alive or whatever.
The only current person that is like post fucking Justice League is Aquaman, but you could just be like, yeah, we fought Steppenwolf a while ago. So it was like, yeah, okay. Don't have to worry about it. And he doesn't even make any reference to Justice League. No, well, they do mention Wonder Woman, but that's pretty much it. They don't mention anything about
in Aquaman?
Aquaman. Yeah, they do. There was
Well, I mean, he was like watching TV with his dad, and he was like, "Was that you?" And he was like, "Nah, that's not me."
Yeah.
But it was him. Yeah, I mean,
like
they referenced it, but like I said, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's not like they showed any images of the Justice League in the Aquaman movie, so it's like you don't have to worry about that. You're not getting yourself in any like harm with it. So I think it should be fine if they end up doing the Flashpoint paradox come this Justice League Zack Snyder cut. So there's a lot of possibilities, honestly. Hopefully we get something that's good. Hopefully it's just not shit again, because I hated Justice League.
Yes, you're adamant about that.
I know. Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, it's just that movie definitely isn't what you consider like a live action Justice League movie. At least not one that should be up to par with like today's technology and like standards.
I think the issue was the reason why was that the studios wanted to rush into making this. It's not even the director, it's just the studio that rushed into making this as fast as they can to try to beat the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you know what? They fell short and they bit themselves in the ass. They should have worked fucking slower and worked hard to build this universe, a trustworthy universe. They didn't need to follow the Marvel route.
That proves that with Shazam, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman. Even Shazam, which is I think that's like what really bites the dust and shit. It's like they prove that they can do in-universe connectivity without it being overbearing and shit. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he's a fan, like the kid Freddy, he's a fanboy, he has a bullet that was hit by Superman, Batman's Batarang, wears Aquaman, Wonder Woman t-shirts, you know what I mean? It's like, that's what you want, you know, it's like, it exists in this universe, but it's not like in your fucking face, where it's like, literally, Wonder Woman needs to show up in a Batman versus Superman movie for some reason, just to make it canon, just to make it cohesive, and it's like, no, that's bad. You know, Wonder Woman was a good movie, but I still say her showing up randomly in the end of Batman vs Superman is like weird. And comic characters can show up in other comics. Same rule applies to movies. I think Suicide Squad proved that when they had the Flash taking Captain Boomerang and stuff. It's like just that in-connected universe shit. That's fine, but it just proves like you can have solo movies and then you can have movies that have references to other movies without it being super overbearing or building on each other. You know, I don't think Shazam built on anything. You know, it just showed his story and stuff. You know, it's not like he's part of like maybe he's part of the Justice League now because he had Superman show up to his like little cafeteria, but like. You know what I mean? There's like, that's all, it's joking, it's also meta and stuff, and it's like, you prove that you can do that, so it's like, what's up with Batman versus Superman? What's up with the Justice League? What's up with Suicide Squad? Where it's like, either feels super rushed or just like, not where it needs to be like the meta movie that you want it to be, you know, like.
I felt like after Justice League, each movie felt like its own personality, where with the previous movies, they tried to follow this continuity of, let's have everything connect to each other, where it's like super duper confusing, where we need to have these long movies that are just too out of this world. It's like, no. Shazam proved that you don't need to do any of that. You can make a funny fucking version of Big, but a kid becoming a superhero, and then you have Aquaman. Aquaman, literally, this guy trying to find himself in the world of being the superhero. Not only that, he has
but you can relate to him because you know, sometimes you feel like you don't belong in this world, or maybe that you're from a different world.
He's a fish out of water.
But he's comfortable with it. You know, he's always cracking jokes. You know, like he's like, why don't we just piss on it? It's like that's something I would say. You know, because he's just a guy. Yeah, it's relatable.
And then Harley Quinn is just about empowering females, about basically being yourself. You don't need to be behind this. You don't need to be the shadow of a male like the Joker or anyone else. You can be your own person. So it's just like each one of those movies post Justice League have a different meaning. Whereas Justice League, it's all about it's like the Fast and Furious, all about family.
It's all about family.
Family. Just like Vin Diesel, all about family. It's all about being Justice League. It's like, okay, god damn it, no. And then Batman vs Superman, Martha, no, you killed everybody. It's like, oh, fucking just shoot me already. And then
Like, I've never seen Batman act more like a bitch. Like,
Oh
I know
my
that's
God.
usually how it goes. Like, he attacks Superman because he thinks Superman's dangerous, but, like, he seems like a bitch.
Oh my God. And then Suicide Squad just...
You already know my feelings about that face that he makes when Batman or when Superman shows up.
Oh, God.
Clark, you can't!
Clark, you can... and then just Suicide Squad just being a fucking music video put together of just different fucking musics and different people, and it was just like, okay, nope, stop
It's
it.
like that girl in high school that
Yeah.
tried to be edgy, so she dyed like half her hair like blue and green, and then wore like piercings through her
Yes.
eyebrows, and then her nose, but also her ears, and then her tongue,
It's like-
and then a little bit in the cheek.
You know what it was?
And it's just like,
It was a movie
yeah,
that...
no, calm down. We know you're not really like that. You don't enjoy being like this.
It was a movie that was made for Hot Topic people. Honestly, it was like a Hot Topic movie. Just, it's like, honestly, you just... Everything that was in it was just neon. It was just so Hot Topic. I was like, well, this is a Hot Topic movie.
Like,
What?
visually, it was like
Yeah.
super dark, even on the
Oh.
parts where it was like, you could see, like, when they're
Yeah.
outside, like, everything, the colors just seem so mute.
Oh, God, dude. People finally got their wishes after 3 years.